HBO's Dune Prophecy treated fans with a new trailer and an official release date coming out of NYCC. The series will premiere Sunday, November 17th. The official logline for the series reads, "From the expansive universe of Dune, created by acclaimed author Frank Herbert, and 10,000 years before the ascension of Paul Atreides, Dune Prophecy follows two Harkonnen sisters as they combat forces that threaten the future of humankind and establish the fabled sect that will become known as the Bene Gesserit." This season is made up of 6 episodes and will release on Sundays on HBO and Max. Given it's the best look we've had at the prequel series so far, did this trailer do enough to worm its way into our desires?
I get it. It's funny. Worm. I thought this trailer rocked. I was not super sold on this series when we got that teaser because it just didn't, it didn't give us a lot because it was a teaser trailer. But this trailer looks awesome. I did read the source material that the show will be based on, and they've flipped the time frames. The book takes place like after the Dune, we kind of know, and they're doing it way before. So that's interesting, but I'm excited to see how they handle some of the big mysteries and the big twists that will come and how that will inform people's feelings on the other Dune movies. They do want this in the same universe, so that's kind of a tall order when you're going up against Denis Villeneuve's movies that were really beautiful and really well done. But aesthetically, we're just talking about aesthetics, this looks on par. HBO looks like they've pumped a lot into the show money-wise, and it looks great. The music was killer in this trailer. I don't always notice trailer music, but this was awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. And so Ashley and I are going to cover it. Ashley Coffin and I will cover it on Always Watching because we are the Reverend Mothers of the Bene Gesserit.
Well, they're doing the Game of Thrones thing, which is cool, right? Is you're taking a franchise that is there and it exists and there's fans of it, but you're saying, if we dance around it, if we do the Star Wars thing and we're building around that timeline, then we're just beholden to a lot. We have to tell certain stories, there's certain things we can't do, there's certain characters that are doing things in the universe at the same time that muddy the waters, and it just kind of becomes this whole thing that you have to play in. You've really limited your sandbox, no pun intended, with that. But now if you go backwards, we're talking 10,000 years, you said. So we're going way back. It just gives you the ability to, you have the canvas, it's already laid out. You have the world of Dune, but you can really tell your own story. You can tell whatever story you want in that vein. You can introduce new characters. You can sort of do kind of like what we talked a lot about when we were building up to the Acolyte. We talked a lot about how the Acolyte had a lot of potential because it had that, right? It was Star Wars, right? It's got the pull of Star Wars, but it's such a distant prequel that you can really play around with the stories that you want to tell. So I'm with you. The teaser trailer did not move the needle for me, but this one did. You can see the action, you can see the budget, and that's what this show needs, I think.
There are 3 types of Dune fans: those that pronounce it Harkonnen, those that pronounce it Harkonnen, and those that vacillate back and forth. And I am in the third camp there. So it'll be interesting to see what the characters of this show, how they choose to pronounce that last name that has been much debated. But yeah, I hate to play a broken record here, but I'm right there with both of you as well. The first trailer I liked. I'm certainly interested and invested in the world of Dune, but didn't knock my socks off. But this trailer, like Creature Commandos, really got my attention and kind of got me on the edge of my seat. There were still a couple of shots where the lighting looked a little flat. But I can tell
Paul Atreides look-alike, was that a problem for you?
But it's okay. I can see where they're investing that budget because, to your point, they really are doing a great job of capturing that aesthetic that Denis Villeneuve established, which is not an easy task. You look at the budget for those films there. So, other than that, my only real takeaway is Max is doing stand-up work in terms of staying relevant in terms of being in my queue as far as go-to streaming apps go, because watching The Penguin every week right now, by the time that wraps up, it'll be perfect timing to hop into Dune for that November 15th release date. So yeah, looking forward to yours and Ashley's coverage there. Haley, I know you'll do the sisterhood justice.
Oh, we will. And it's going to be, Game of Thrones, House of Dragon is a very apt comparison because it's going to, without spoiling things, you're going to talk a lot about fallacy and power and like the struggle and the lies that get told to maintain power and stuff like that. I mean, it's just going to be really that kind of captivating struggle that we love from those kinds of shows. So I'm so excited.
That's exciting. And yeah, if you want to follow our coverage of that, please check out Always Watching feed and subscribe. We're me, Jay, and Jay Scotty are currently covering with Zuhair Ali are covering Penguin, and it's just lots of fun over there. I feel like there's lots of really great TV shows coming out, and we've been trying to keep that feed busy. So check it out.
Only women covering The School for Young Girls, though. Sorry.
Fair enough. To address the chat here, All in the Game is noting how Mark Strong has seemingly joined that same family that Jeffrey Wright seems to be a part of, where HBO and Max are going to pay for their children's entire education.
Is that a spoiler for this week's Penguin? Haven't seen it.
I don't know for a fact that he's in the show. Just postulation.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
But he is going to be in The Last of Us season 2. So.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
That is confirmed.